Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. Thank you so much for all your likes and shares. Thank you for all the kind comments. Very supportive, not only of me, but of each other. So grateful for this community. So, all right, let's get to your reading. In the past, we have the King of Pentacles. Feels like he's very focused on what he's creating, what he's building. Very capable of creating this. What's the King of Pentacles creating? Oh boy, okay. Feels like whoever this King of Pentacles is and whatever they're creating, feel there's a King of Cups and a Queen of Swords, both in reverse. Whatever this King of Pentacles is creating. So I'm not getting a gender off of the King of Pentacles as much as a type of energy. The King of Pentacles is someone who outwardly is building something, who's not just thinking about it, but someone who's taking the steps. So whoever this is, the King of Pentacles, it feels like it's your energy, that you're in this King of Pentacles energy in the past. You're outwardly, people are seeing you building something. You've got an incredible focus. And it feels like you building this and people seeing what you're building, it's making a King of Cups in reverse and a Queen of Swords in reverse very nervous. They don't like this. They don't like that it's making them nervous. Who are these people? Why is your success making them nervous? Why is your focus? Nine of Swords. I get this feeling that these people separately, doesn't even feel like they have to necessarily be working together. It feels like they want you stuck. They want you in a nightmare. They don't want you to believe in yourself. They don't want you to go after what you're building. Somehow you creating what you want and being successful is not what they want. They want you to be in a nightmare. So you getting out of this and finding success is a nightmare. You having your own abundance is a nightmare. Jeez. Why? Someone else. Feels like you've got quite a posse, a group of people who do not want you to have this success. So there's King of Cups reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and now the Queen of Wands reversed. It feels like it's very you succeeding, which you are in the past, and having abundance is just a nightmare. Why is it such a nightmare, your success? I'm not getting it. Let's start with the King of Cups in reverse. Why is you having success at work, business, building something? Why is that a problem to the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse, it looks like this is someone very out of balance. Very out of balance. This could be someone who is very non-emotional, unemotional, or over-emotional. It feels like this person, this person, the King of Cups in reverse, doesn't want people to know how hurt they are, how out of balance they are, how wounded they are. This could be an ex with the Hierophant in reverse. Maybe this is someone who walked away from you, or you walked away from them, even though there was still an emotional attachment. And there is the Hierophant showing up in reverse. So it feels like this could be an ex, King of Cups in reverse, someone who was emotionally manipulative, someone who enjoyed you being wounded. It feels like this person doesn't know how to deal with their emotions, and so maybe in a relationship, in a marriage, you did the heavy lifting, the emotional labor of this relationship. Anything about it feels like the end of a relationship. It feels like this happened very quickly. The end of a relationship, it was very upsetting. This person walking away, or you walking away. There's so much imbalance here. So that's the King of Cups in reverse. An ex, quite possibly an ex. Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse. And the way she's showing up is not just the Queen of Swords in reverse, but her back turned. I get the feeling that you might not even know who this is, this Queen of Swords in reverse, like, or not communicating, but somehow this Queen of Swords in reverse is against you. Yeah, has got a beef with you. Maybe because the Queen of Swords in reverse might be a third party to the King of Cups in reverse. Whoever this is, it feels like the Queen of Swords in reverse sees you as competition, wants a fight in the past, enjoys the fight, maybe the fight for the King of Cups. It feels like this is a very inconsistent person. Okay, this is someone very unhappy. They might have been abandoned themselves. And so it feels like their abandonment, like I'm going to take your man. Feels like this person is reacting from their own sadness, their own unhappiness, and their own abandonment. So it feels like this person, the Queen of Swords in reverse, wants to take back her power by getting someone to abandon you, or instead of going through something and realizing, wow, that was so heartbreaking and devastating. I would never want anyone to go through that. Instead, it feels like the Queen of Swords is like, well, I've gone through something really heartbreaking, so sad, and so I'm gonna steal your man. That's all I'm getting. This person feels very out of alignment with who they are in the past. All right, now we've got that third person, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse? This is someone that it looks like in the past you started seeing this person as a liar, cheater, stealer, someone who's not intuitive, someone who's not in touch with their intuition at all. Feels like this person wants you to be in the hanged man position. It feels like this person wants you to it's such a weird image. Whoever the Queen of Wands in reverse is, it feels like they want you to go away on a shelf and only come out and play when the Queen of Wands in reverse wants something from you. That's such a weird statement. It feels like this could be a family member, maybe a mother, if you have a toxic mother or some type of toxic relative, feminine energy. And it feels like this person has been lying, cheating, stealing, very deceptive, has tried to steal your potential, has tried to lie, steal, cheat you away from your potential, so you don't see how intuitive you are, so you can't see them. So there's a lot of gaslighting going on from this person. This person does not want you to succeed. So I can't believe I'm still in the past. But now I get what's going on, a framework. It looks like you started working on something in the past, focusing on it, building something for yourself, and there's 3 different people who are not happy that you are finding success, that you're getting out of a nightmare, that you're creating your way out of this. One looks like an ex, the other maybe a third party, and the other maybe a relative, maybe a feminine toxic energy around you. So looks like your success has got some people upset. Let's look at current energies in present time. We've got the Fool in reverse. Someone's reckless. Someone's not starting a new cycle. This could be any of the 3 people I was tuning into. What do we need to know about the Fool reversed? What's the most important messages? Yeah. There's whoever this is, they're realizing there's a lot of clarity coming in, that they're not moving on, that they can't overcome obstacles. Someone's feeling reckless because they see that they can't move on, that they can't move away. And then there's this very sweet energy coming in. What do we need to know? Who's the sweet person? Who's the sweet, loving energy? Oh, okay. I'm getting that you used to have a role in these people's lives. The Queen of Swords in reverse, it doesn't feel like you know that person, but your ex and this toxic feminine energy from your past, it feels like there's an archetype, a role that you provided or that they put you in, that they created for you, that you, it feels like you were meant to stay. It feels like arrested development, kind of staying in a childlike state of mind, staying, if you're in a childlike state of mind, then you're not putting things together. You're being kind to everyone. It feels like you were meant to be sweet, to like trained. You were created, you were molded by behavior modification, by shaping you into someone who's easily manipulated. Feels like purposefully kept at a kind of a sweet, innocent, naive space. It feels like they benefited from your naivete, from you being of service to them, feeling that they somehow, that you owe them something. It looks like you're healing from that way of being. You're recognizing that creates dependence, that you were never treated in a way or taught to be independent, but to specifically to fill a role, to be of service to others. So it goes against, so it feels like you're setting yourself free. Feels like you're setting yourself free. What I'm perceiving in this current energy is that you're healing from these ways of being. You're healing from having to be sweet all the time, instead of having the full range of emotions. Feels like people have made you the problem if you ever are anything but cheerful, kind, pleasant. Looks like you're healing that. You're no longer wanting to be dependent or codependent. It's too much of a burden. Carrying the burdens of other people's emotions, being responsible for how everybody else feels. You're ending that cycle. You're recognizing that it's not your responsibility how others feel. Feels like you're firing yourself from that job. Like, I don't want that job anymore. And that's justice. You rather go at it alone with the Hermit card than oh, interesting. I get the feeling that people have expected you to be a Sherpa, to carry their burdens, to fix them, to make them feel better. But they don't give that back. They don't care. They don't reciprocate. And so you going after what you want, King of Pentacles, where we started, building something, focusing on whatever you're building, you're focusing on you. You're centering what you want. That's a radical change. And so no wonder it's making these people nervous. You raising your vibration feels like on many fronts this makes these people nervous. Feels like they felt very confident and very comfortable mistreating you. And so if you give yourself power, if you raise yourself up, then it feels like they have to account for their behavior. In what's hidden, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. She's shown up here before in the past. This possible third party, is this the same person? Who is this, and what do we need to know? What are the most important messages? And switch decks. That deck's getting pretty skinny. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is seeing how happy you are, how aligned you are, how strong you are. Nine of Cups and Strength card. And the Queen of Swords is having to see this. I feel like that's very upsetting. That wasn't the plan. Queen of Swords in reverse, that wasn't the plan. You were supposed to be abandoned. And Nine of Cups in reverse. But that you're Nine of Cups upright, that you're receiving blessings, that you're aligned, that you're happy. That wasn't part of the plan. You were supposed to be abandoned, unhappy. Feels like that's what was done to this person. And so to heal herself, she wanted to inflict that pain onto someone else instead of healing from it. Just repeat the pattern, but this time become the victor. This time oust someone else, steal. There's also a jealousy here that's still prevalent in this current energy. Feels like your happiness, your strength is very upsetting. The things didn't go the way she expected them to. This wasn't the plan. It feels like she's trying to work it through. Like how were you were supposed to be abandoned. You were supposed to be unhappy. It feels like she's like, we were going to play you. We were playing you. Two of Cups in reverse. And it was part of breakup. There's definitely like a steal your person, make you miserable. I'm going to trade places with you. This Queen of Swords in reverse wanted to trade places with you. Take your relationship, leave you where she was. And instead, it doesn't look like you allowed that to happen. It looks like you focused on your new beginning. And it's working for you. There's all this trying to figure it out. Like, how did you do that? I think it's because, as what I'm perceiving here, is you just ignored, you just kept focusing on the new beginning, focusing on you, focusing on what you're building. And there's this strength and this happiness, this alignment that you're in this current energy. Yeah, you're building something new, a new path. And it feels like there's a lot of people talking about this work that you're doing. You're getting a lot of attention, this new path that you're creating. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it looks like you're really putting in the work, putting in the effort. You're willing to put the work and effort into what you're building. And again, it feels like people are trying to figure out how you did it, because you're looking very abundant. You're looking very charismatic. You're attracting a lot of attention. And it feels like you're doing really well, and it feels like they keep comparing themselves to you. The Queen of Swords in reverse. You learn as you go. You adapt. You change. You dishwasher's done. Oh, also with awakening. Okay, so you've had an awakening, maybe several. Oh, okay. These people have been a part of your lesson, your South Node. What you've been focusing on, what you've been building is your North Node. They can't take away what's yours. Once you got off that South Node and stopped messing, it feels like some of you are still having to deal with these people, but the more you detach from these people in your past, the more your energy accelerates, the more you're able to move forward. And they can't block you. They might be able to delay you, but it's your North Node. It's you. They can't take what's for you. They've been so focused on blocking your progress out of a woundedness, their own woundedness, that they've misread the whole story. They can't get in the way. They can't get in your way because it's your North Node. Yeah, they can't cause the confusion. They thought that they were able to block Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, with confusion. That you wouldn't have this new beginning that you've created for yourself. Feels like a lot of people are scratching their heads. All right. Anything here about the Hierophant? It feels like a contract. It feels like, okay, so the last time the Hierophant showed up was with the King of Cups in reverse in the past. It feels like, wow, Tower. Feels like contracts, towers, agreements. There's a tower for contracts. Oh, there's a tower for... Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Here's this little story. Contract. Tower. So contracts are falling apart. What contracts? Contracts that are based in Ace of Swords in reverse. Lies, deception, that are fundamentally full of the deception. So contracts that are all lies, deceit, and that are Ten of Swords, painful contracts. Betrayal, very painful contracts. So it looks like what I'm reading here is that people are looking at unconscious and conscious agreements that people have signed up to, married to, and realizing that the contract is void. It's not what you thought it was. It's not what you both agreed to. It's deceptive. Feels like if I'm tuning into your marriage, the marriage contract falling apart, it's falling apart because this isn't what it feels like when you're dating, coming together. There was an agreement of what this union would be. And it feels like your partner just kept saying, yes, yes, yes. And then as soon as the contract's there, nope, that's not what it is. I just needed you to connect. I needed you to say yes. I needed you to be bound to this connection. And it feels like this person sowed seeds of pain, lies, deception, lies of omission, half lies, half truths. It feels like this person deceptively got you to agree to this contract and didn't. And it feels like for some of you, they never intended to uphold their side of the bargain. All right. With the advice and outcome, we have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This person was never going to put in the work. Feels like they wanted a partner to support them, to uplift them, to nurture and care for them, but then they don't have to put any work in at all. They just wanted a support person. And there's also some element that behind closed doors, this person treats you very poorly. Okay. I'm tuning into a group here. This might be a family. It feels like maybe the whole family is in on, if this is your in-laws or your family of origin. Feels like they created deception to keep you in these groups. Feels like your role is the scapegoat or the whipping boy. Feels like it's really hard for you to get care in this group, in this environment. There's a frustration level here because on some level, I think you knew something wasn't right, but they kept telling you that, you know, this is fair, you're cared for, you're loved. I think in the past you believed what you were told more than looking at how people behaved. Feels like now you have an opportunity to, yeah, I listen to what people say, but that's not where my judgment comes from. I take the time to see their actions. Feels like slowing down, waiting to see if people's actions match their words. I'm also getting that you're not going to overgive in connections going forward. I'm actually perceiving that you're stepping into this emperor status as you end this cycle with these people from your past, as you allow them to go their own ways and you keep focusing on your beginning. There's also accomplishments here. I think you're being viewed as a leader, that you've got the world at your fingertips, that you can, yeah, you're very in alignment. You've got strength, awakening. You're seeing things more and more. Wow. You're figuring out who and what to invest your energy into. Feels like I'll invest a little bit of energy, then I'll stop, which is new, and wait and see if they return that. And then so it feels like you're no longer just giving and giving and giving, being a doormat, being just over giving, being way too nice to people who don't deserve it. It feels like that's one way of figuring out who's not for you, who's deceptive. There's also, it feels like people who need you to do the emotional labor. In other words, it feels like people have felt very comfortable blaming you for everything. And gaslighting you to believe that that's true, that there's something really wrong with you. Feels like people have taken advantage of your childhood wounds. Some that they even created themselves and then take advantage of. Feels like that's how you were raised, to center your parents, how they feel, their emotions. And so in your romantic relationships, it feels like you also explored that. Doing the emotional labor, being the one blamed behind closed doors, needing to pretend that everything's fine. It looks like you're done with that cycle. You're ending that cycle. You're no longer interested in those unconscious agreements. Okay, any final words of wisdom? Wow. Empress. It looks like you're birthing a new reality. Wow. The Emperor and Empress showed up right next to each other in the outcome. It feels like you really not only balancing your masculine and feminine energies, but it feels like with this energy, with your masculine and feminine energies being the Emperor and Empress, that you're in alignment as you end this cycle with these accomplishments. Yeah, it's basically, what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you desire? Follow your desires. It feels like you're in a very powerful space to make whatever you desire happen. Wow. All right, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.